Hey, what's up, YouTube? Hey, I just did a YouTube short on how to buy silver on a budget, and I wanted to expand more on that today because you can't really talk about it in a full 1 minute length video. But I also have some special things I picked up over the years, and these took me about 3 years to accumulate what's in here. So I want to show you that at the end, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But what I was saying is you could go to I went to Hobby Lobby and picked up these coin tubes, or you can get them at your local coin shop. These are 28 millimeter tubes. And what you can do is you can pick up some call peace dollars or Morgan dollars, pretty affordable. These are around $28 and you get a little over 3/4 of an ounce of silver in these. And like I said, they're about, I don't know, 28 bucks or so. You may pay 30 for a Morgan, 32. But see, that's a really nice peace dollar in there. So the conditions are amazing. You can get something like this or like this, same price. And you get a stack silver on a budget, for 30 bucks, that's something most of us could afford to do monthly or when we get paid. And if you're just consistent over time, you can fill this up. And it's full when you get 20 in here. 20 is a typical tube amount. So when you're done, you'd have, a tube completely full like this one. And this one's a very special tube because they're all BUs, peace dollars. Like I said, you can do the same thing with Morgan dollars. And if you don't like to stack, the Morgan, you're not into numismatics, then you can just pick up something like this Britannia. These you can get 4/9 fine silver. This is a British sovereign mint coin. And you can pick that up for about the same price. So if that's more your thing, you can do the same thing. Just stack these over time. I mean, you can do the Eagles too, but if you do the Eagles, you're going to need a 40 millimeter tube, a little bigger diameter. But the premiums are kind of high on these. So I would stick to something more like this or a Philharmonic. Or my favorite one for the money, the value for the money, sovereign mint coin is a Canadian maple leaf. So you could pick those up as well. That's a really good bang for your buck. I've seen those around 28 bucks or so, which is a really good price. Same thing with the Britannia. Like I said, the Philharmonic, those are all good pure silver coins. But I really do like the peace dollars. I think they're a good value. The thing with the Morgan or the peace dollars, they do carry the numismatic value. And like I said, they go up over time. Since I've been purchasing these, they just continually went up. Like I said, a peace dollar, you might get it for 28 or 30. Morgan, call, CULL, you could probably get for 30 bucks, 32 bucks. But just go to your coin shop, go in and say, hey, do you have a call bin of Morgan peace dollars? And then you can go through and selectively pick out the best ones, cherry picking, if you will. That's what they call it. So you can cherry pick a lot better coinage that way. Yeah, the Morgan dollars, they're especially exciting, in my opinion, to pick up. They're favored among many collectors. Like I said, you get the numismatic value. They made tons of these things, but they're still getting fewer and farther between to find them, especially in good condition to pick up for a reasonable price. So I think the call bin is a good place to save some of the decent ones, and then of course your worst condition ones will probably get melted. But you can find some in roughly this condition. So this is a pretty nice Morgan here. Not perfect, but you can find something in this condition in a coal bin pretty easily. So what I used to do is I would go to a Cash for Gold place locally around here, and they had call bins like this full of peace and Morgan dollars. They only took cash, and at the time I didn't have a lot of cash. But some of the Morgan dollars, when I was gone, it's been several years ago now, but you could pick those up for $14, $15 a piece. And, I would collect some and then I would resell some. And even then you could double your money on those pretty easily. So it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. I missed that because over time, they learned to have more value for the numismatic coins. So they started pulling out the nicer ones and putting them in their case. And then they were sending some off and having them graded. So those days of cherry picking the really super great stuff kind of come to an end, but I still do it today. You know, you can see the nice piece dollar that was in there. I picked up a couple really good condition, so you can still find good stuff. But those are fun times just to go through and get a bargain. We all like a bargain. Like I said, the Morgan and piece dollars really hold their value. But in my opinion, it's a fun way to accumulate silver weight and numismatic value. And like I said, it's paid off. If you don't think it doesn't pay off, you think about something like this condition, $15, even up to $28 now. With the cost average price, it's just continued to go up. So I'm way ahead. They've increased in value. They've probably actually done a little better than just the increase in silver price alone. So that's really exciting stuff and a good way to accumulate silver. And then what I did is I also picked up these Guardian houses. So what these will hold is they'll hold, this one's made for silver dollars, and you can just see I labeled it Morgan silver dollars, extra large. It holds 50. So that is a tube and a half, roughly. So there's 50 silver dollars in here, Morgan silver dollars. And these hold the capsules, 25 on each side. Let's see if I can get one of these out. The first one's the hardest one to get out because there's not much room. So here's an example of what I'm talking about. Here's an 1885, or I'm sorry, 1885. That's right. So there it is, but look at the condition of that Morgan dollar. I mean, it has cartwheel on it and everything. A lot of mint luster on that coin. So what I'll do is I'll pull these out and one by one, and you'll be able to see. I'm not going to pull them out and take up all your guys' time, but what I'll do is pull them out, lay down, and I'll take a camera and pan over each one. But I started here, so from top left down here, you can see over time how the quality of the coins have diminished, but there's still great pickups in my mind. But this is a fun and easy way to accumulate Morgans, and you know, people would say, why did you put calls in capsules? Well, they are in pretty good condition. And I think over time, this would be a great resale. So, you know, even if you would average $30 a coin on these, you figure 50 coins at 30 bucks a piece, you know, you'd be a minimum $1,500 in this little case here, which would be a good savings, a good stack savings in my opinion. But I think it'd actually be a lot more than that. Because, you know, this coin would probably easily sell for $50 or more. So varied conditions through here, you know, the value may be upwards of $25. Who knows when you sell it, but it's a great investment to throw in the safe and hang on to. And these little guard houses, they stack nicely. You know, they don't take up a lot of room. So if you want to do two, like this one, that's what I did here. I'll pan over these two and show you what all I picked up. Piece dollars. So between the two, you know, there's 100 silver dollars between this one and this one. Plus, I got some tubes like this. You know, I still accumulate. I don't think you can go wrong with the Morgan and piece dollars. So sit tight, and I'll be right back, and I'll pan over these and show you what I got. All right, there's all 50 of them out. So we can go over here. You can see row 1 and 2. Variety of conditions, mint marks, and of course dates. Of course, the mint marks on the back. You can't see here. The next 2 rows. Just to give you an idea of some of the stuff you can find in the call bin. Some of them are really nice, and some of them are just calls, but still decent Morgans. Definitely not melt worthy. So it's nice to save them. There's the next 2 rows. And that's it. That's all of them. So pretty good conditions. Now I'll show you the piece dollars. All right, these are the piece dollars. We've got some blazers in here. Piece dollars, the condition, I think it's still easy to pick up some of these in really good condition. But you know, this way of stacking is fun. You got a goal. You can get 5 tubes in one of these guardhouse boxes. You get silver, you get numismatic value, and you don't have to be rich. You know, if you stack over time, go through the call bin, and you can pick up a nice piece. So I think it's a fun way to stack. It's kind of rewarding, you know, after about 3 years' time. I mean, I bought other silver too, but these were just pickups here and there. But like I said, 3 years' time, you know, you can fill up these boxes and you have something that you can pass along, you know, to your kids, or you could sell during your retirement years. So that pretty much is going to wrap it up for today. You know, if you guys like the video, please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And just keep in mind, you can still find nice stuff out there at a good price. I mean, like this 1924 peace dollar. It's in really good shape. It's hard to tell in this capsule. And that's another thing I wanted to share too real quick was these guardhouse boxes and all these airtights I got from On Fire Guy. I'll try to leave a link to his description or his website down in the description down below. So you guys go check him out too. I mean, I've always had good luck, good service with his stuff. So with that being said, you guys, we'll get out of here. So as always, peace out, keep stacking.